Good afternoon. My name is Tim Meunier, and I'm the Director of Ministries here at the First United Methodist Church in Jackson, Michigan. If you've attended worship with us, then you've probably read what I call the music box, which is found in our worship bulletin. The music box is my way of giving you the backstory on some of our hymns and anthems that are presented in that morning's worship. I think that the more we know about an anthem or a hymn, the more we can be impacted by them. I'd like to share with you a music box about one of your favorite hymns. See if you can figure out which hymn I'm talking about. It will be a hymn that you have sung many times and has added to your worship. Henry Light, vicar in the fishing village of Lower Brixham, Devonshire, England, ministered faithfully for 23 years to his seafaring people. Though a humble couple, he and his wife Anne lived in an elegant estate, Berryhead. It had reportedly been provided by King William IV, who had been impressed with Harry's ministry. At water's edge, its coastal views were among the most beautiful on the British Isles. Henry laid out walking trails through the estate's 41 acres and enjoyed the tranquility of the house and grounds. There, he wrote most of his sermons, poems, and hymns. But Henry's lung condition hung over the home like a blackened cloud. Lower Brixham suffered by damp winters, and while in his early 50s, Henry realized his lung disorder had deteriorated to tuberculosis. On September 4th, 1847, at age 54, he entered his pulpit with difficulty and preached what was to be his last sermon. He had planned a therapeutic holiday in Italy. "I must put everything in order before I leave," he said, "because I have no idea how long I will be away." That afternoon, he walked along the coast in pensive prayer, then retired to his room, emerging an hour later with a written copy of this little poem. Some accounts indicate he wrote the poem during that hour. Others say that he discovered it in the bottom of his desk while he was packing for his trip to Italy, and that it had been written a quarter century earlier. Probably both stories are true. It's likely that, finding sketches of a poem he had previously started, he prayerfully revised and completed it that evening. Shortly afterwards, Henry embraced his family a final time and departed for Italy. Stopping in Avignon, France, he again revised this hymn. It was evidently much on his mind and posted it to his wife. Arriving on the French Riviera, he checked into Hotel d'Angleterre in Nice, and there, on November 20th, 1847, his lungs finally gave out. Another English clergyman, the Reverend Meunier of Chichester, who happened to be staying at the same hotel, attended him during his final hours. Henry's last words were, "Peace, joy." When news of his death reached Brixham, the fishermen in the village asked Henry's son-in-law, also a minister, to hold a memorial service. It was on this occasion that "Abide with Me" was first sung. Now, "Abide with Me" has 5 verses, but I find the 5th verse to be the most significant. "Hold thou thy cross before my closing eyes. Shine through the gloom and point me to the skies. Heaven's morning breaks and earth's vain shadows flee. In life, in death, O Lord, abide with me."